Hello, this is Oldmanpoole. I am here for our third recorded Amonkhet Draft. We have Sandwurm Convergence, which sounds fantastic, but probably actually is not all that fantastic. If you land it, you probably win the game, and assuming you're not like dead the very next turn. Getting a 5/5 over and over again seems pretty good. It does cost 8. 8 is a lot of mana. I kind of want to try it. It sort of seems cool. But it's probably not the best pick. Best pick's probably like Trial of Knowledge, which is pretty fantastic. Maybe Start to Finish. I think one of those two. Kind of want to take this, and I kind of want to just take all the bad ramp spells we can. It's probably bad, right? It's probably bad. I think we're going to do it. It's probably bad, but I think we're going to do it. Trial of Knowledge, hands down, best pick. I don't think anyone's going to dispute that. But Sandwurm Convergence is hand down the sweetest pick, and that's the important thing, right? Okay, and right now we could follow it up with a second pick, Gift of Paradise. That sounds unbelievably bad. Oh man, we could have had Trial of Knowledge and Cartouche of Knowledge right off the bat. I already regret everything. We can just take the Anointed Procession and get 2 worms every turn. Oh, it's so bad. Seriously, what do we pick here? Don't really like Nest of Scarabs, not wild about Apatra's Mark. The Cartouche of Knowledge is pretty good. Maybe we should just pick that up. We did just pass one of the better trials, also in that color, but it's not the end of the world. Gift of Paradise is going to wheel, for sure. There's no way that we don't get this card back. So, these are all kind of aggressive. This at least like cycles. Take the Companion. There's so many different things that add -1/-1 counters around. Just doesn't feel all that great. You're going to take the Cartouche of Knowledge. Ooh, Greater Sandwurm. We could go into the big deck even before we get anything that really goes along with it. We could also take Gale Strike, which I think is pretty fine. Gravedigger, which is quite good. We're going for it though, right? We're going for giant worm deck. I think I've got to try. Go super control-y, defensive. If we're doing that, though, maybe we want to get the Gale Strike more than we want the Worm. This is going to be rarer. We're not going to see it as often. Don't know if Gravedigger really works in this deck. I'm not completely sure this is even a deck, but we're going to try it. So I think I'm going to take the Gale Strike here. We're going to move into blue a little bit. And maybe we'll pick up Greater Sandwurm on the swing past. Okay. Here we have another Gale Strike. Colossipede. Although, honestly, Colossipede, this is like small fries. We're going big. So, either Gale Strike or Essence Scatter. Kind of like taking Essence Scatter as just, like, not terrible removal. It's also a Doom Beetle here, which is a pretty good blocker, but I feel like we might be solidly in blue at this point. Despite the pack. Yeah, I think our deck could be really, really good if we'd taken that Trial of Knowledge. But, again, this is sweeter. Okay. For some reason, all of our cards are taking a long time to load. Take Spidery Grasp for our no creatures. We could take Benefaction. Seems not great, but we could get a couple ramp spells and maybe it's okay. It's still super slow. Don't really care about Oketra's Monument. Guess just maybe River Serpent. River Serpent's pretty big. Cycles. I think it's better than our other cards here. Alright. Okay. Here we see Hieroglyphic Illumination, I guess. It's pretty okay. Another thing that cycles. We have a lot of cards that cycle already. Yeah, we have 2 cards that cycle already. Feels like we have a lot of cards, but maybe not so much. A lot of good red here. Could definitely maybe switch into that. Not seeing tons of green, especially in the ramp category. So maybe we're just going to have to audible away, even though the Sandwurm Convergence is certainly sweet. Let's see here. We could take a cancel or another River Serpent. kind of like the cancel. We're going full control here, right? Let's just take that. Other options are like Cartouche of Zeal is fantastic, but not with any of our picks so far. And Dune Beetles may be okay. I think Trial of Ambition is one of the worst trials. Although we could reset it with the Cartouche. I think I like cancel better still. Open into Wonder. Okay, Open into Wonder is super, super powerful. Doesn't fit real well with the creatures we're doing so far, though. So maybe just Giant Spider's better? Giant Spider's not fantastic. We just have like no creatures for Open into Wonder, though. And we're trying to just stick to Sandwurm Convergence or some other big threats, so I don't know if that's what we want right now. Is this the Haze of Pollen deck? It might be the Haze of Pollen deck. This deck might be so bad. Okay, Gift of Paradise did come back, which is good and important for us. Missing out on our Worm, unfortunately. Maybe should pick that up over the Gale Strike, especially because there's another Gale Strike in the next pack, but hard to know that. Take the Stinging Shot here. I don't know. Doom Beetle? I don't think any of this is making the deck. I guess Doom Beetle. There's the Benefaction, although I don't think we're really playing that either. What we really want is like the uncommon green-blue ramp creature. That'd be pretty fantastic. What else do we really want? Any ramp at all. I mean, any of the just green rampers. And stuff to ramp into. Insult to Injury. I've seen that card a lot. Okay. Seems kind of reasonable, but not like crazy good. Ooh, there's the Naga Vitalist. We have an Exemplar of Strength, which is probably just a better pick, but maybe not for this dirtily deck. And again, I'm not completely sure that there even is this dirtily deck, but we're gonna try for it. Here we have another Insult Injury, actually. Some really good red. Some kind of okay green. No blue. And some reasonable black, too. Red and black looks... This is their pack, for sure. Like, no white. I guess you take the Claw Speed. It's pretty big. Something to ramp into. Okay. Here we have a couple of options. We can take the Skirmisher just as an early drop to trade. Zen Seeker actually doesn't seem super great to us, because even though we're just cycling cards, we're not necessarily gonna do too much. Great Maw is fine, but it's probably just a 2-3 for 2 a lot of the time in our deck. Or 2-3 for 3. Just not exciting. Kind of like taking the Skirmisher. Could see the Initiate being correct, but I think we need to shore up our defense against the aggressive decks a little bit more. And again, all we're going to do is cycle until we hit the Sandwurm Convergence anyway, so who needs other win conditions? Oh, Lay Claim. Oh, wow, there's so many things I want right here. I want Naga Oracle, I want Greater Sandwurm, I want Ancient Crab, I want Lay Claim, and I want Winds of Rebuke. I think we're going to take the Lay Claim here. It's a really powerful effect, it's expensive, and it's probably better than the Greater Sandwurm. Yeah, it is. They both cycle, which is nice, but this is just takes their best creature. And even if it's smaller than a Sandwurm, it gets rid of their best creature as well. So take the Lay Claim here. Okay, and we've got Evolving Wilds, but I think we're just going to take the Sandwurm here. Heckma Sentinels is not bad. This is a pretty reasonable payoff if you got a fair amount of cycling, which we do. But Sandwurm it is. Still definitely looking for more ramp. Oh. Speak of the Devil, take the Naga Vitalist here. This might be a Cultivator deck, honestly. We would probably play the Cultivator, and it's probably going to come around. So this has a bunch of cards that I look at, and I kind of think, these are not good. But who knows? If we've got like a really big late game payoff, like Sandwurm Convergence, which probably just wins us the game if we're not on the edge of death when we play it. Maybe this will be a sweet deck. We have a Cultivator, a bunch of other like great cards. Red was definitely open. Feels like red's open a lot. Red just might have a lot of playables, so maybe it kind of feels like that most of the time. We'll take the cultivator though. Yeah, red just... There are not very many like bad red commons. Like, that's one of them for sure. But for the most part, they seem pretty solid. Take a Trial of Strength here over the Quarry Hauler, probably. Pretty close to equal in how good they block. This one dies to the Magma Spray, is that what it's called? Magma Spray? The red spell. But other than that, they're pretty comparable. And this has a little bit of synergy with our Cartouche. So I think we'll pick that up. It's a little bit cheaper too, if that ends up mattering. Okay. Secret Insight. How often are we going to get to utilize that? It is a 1/3 for 3. Probably better than Pouncing Cheetah regardless. Or 1/3 for 2. We have a decent number of spells that might work with. And looting is obviously just phenomenal. So, we'll pick it up. It may not end up actually doing that much work, but it is there. Have compelling argument. Yeah, I guess. Rather not play that just in the main deck, but who knows? And our Initiate came back around. And maybe if we get something like Drakehaven or something, we play the compelling argument just for value there. I don't like playing it if it does just absolutely nothing, which it probably will do absolutely nothing most of the time, but I mean, having a card that only says Cycle on it just isn't that fantastic. Ancient Crab. This is definitely the deck that wants Ancient Crab. We're going full Dirtle here, guys. This is exciting on a bunch of levels. Full Dirtle. Honored Crop? What? This is like a first pick card. What? How is this still here? Just nobody's playing this deck? How is nobody playing? What? Oh, I'm gonna have a conniption fit. The card is so good. Like, this is better than a lot of the rares. Oh. Alright. Well, we'll pick one up, and when everyone decides that the red-white beatdown deck is good and standard, not sure if that's going to happen, then we'll have it available. How was that card? What? It's so good. I don't understand. Help me understand. Okay, so we have a bunch of bad cards we'd like to cut, but we're doing it a little bit here. We got a couple of good ramp creatures and a couple of bad ramp creatures that round. That was a nice pickup. Wow, Drakehaven, speak of the devil. Yeah, we're gonna pick that up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess just 4 at this point. Maybe it's not that great. What else we got here? Take Reduce, just as kind of a bad counter spell. Take the Wrappings as a fine card. Drakehaven's pretty sweet. It's definitely higher power level than like the Illusory Wrappings. I think it's just the best card here. If we get 2 Drakes out of it, it turns out to be pretty good. If we get less than that, it turns out to be pretty bad. If we get just 1 Drake out of it, it's not abysmal. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Drakehaven. It seems sweet. This deck is all about the sweetness. And we're let down here. On-crop champion is super good, but not anywhere close to anything we want to be doing. We have to remember green was kind of cut coming back this way too, so we may not see any more Vitalists or anything like that. Heckma Sentinels? Or Ancient Crab. I guess Ancient Crab is probably just better for this deck. I mean, the Sentinels has a chance to kind of get my opponent maybe, but I think the Crab might just be what we want. Crab's going to wheel though. Crab will definitely wheel. So I guess we take the Sentinels. Exemplar Strength, another aggressive card. Take the Floodwaters here. Floodwaters is pretty good. Ronas's Monuments, not really what we're hoping to do. I like taking the Floodwaters. It's another cycling card. We're actually doing, I think, okay on the early ground defense. Alright, this is a powerful effect. Cycles. Don't need to tell me twice. We're going to cut like 1 Cultivator probably. Not wild about Haze of Pollen unless we're getting like super beat down. It is a cycle. I mean, it's okay. It's a cycle effect. It's expensive though. Expensive cycler. I like Cartouche of Knowledge. We put it on literally anything and it pays for itself, which is pretty good. Okay, here we have Drake is probably better than Colossipede because it cycles yet again. I would play another Colossipede if we got it though, I think. But we'll take the Drake here. Yeah, this deck looks... I can't decide if it's we're just doing it here and we're going to live the dream, or if this deck's terrible and we're going to lose every match. I can kind of see it either way. But we're doing sweet stuff. Can our opponents say that? When we're getting our head beat in by the red-green aggro deck, we're going to feel... We'll have the moral high ground. Let's put it that way. Look at Windsor Rebuke. We have really like slight embalm thing going on. We can just take another Initiate. Don't really like Sacred Excavation. Don't really like Haze of Pollen. Colossipede. Maybe Colossopede's better than the Initiate. Probably not. If we don't get there off of our Sandwurm Convergence, we just have a lot of flyers. How many 2-drops do we have that we want to play? We have a lot of 2-drops, actually. Yeah, I'm going to take the Initiate, I think. There's a good chance that Colossipede comes around still, too. Ooh, it's late. Trial of Zeal. I want to make the Faith of Devoted deck at some point. I'm not sure if that ends up being a deck, but I want to make it. Take another Stinging Shot here. I do not like playing 2 Haze of Pollens. Those just feel so bad if they're in your opening hand. I don't really think this is a Shadow Weakness deck. Although maybe it's better as a sideboard card than the second Stinging Shot. This might be pretty reasonable against like a burn deck if they're trying to get rid of our defenders or something. Or maybe get them a little bit with the Shadow Weakness. We already have one Stinging Shot. Alright. I think they're both sideboard, but throw that in. I think we might play the Compelling Argument. I think we might just do that. We have a couple of cycling payoffs. Ooh, Shadow of the Grave. Return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that you cycled or discard this turn. That's cool. That's awesome art. Not going to play another Cultivator. Might play another Seeker, though. Is this deck bad? This deck might be bad. Cradle the Accursed. We might play 18 lands in this deck if we're really trying to get there. In which case, Cradle gets better. I don't know how often we're going to want to actually get rid of it, but it is there. Alright. I kind of like cycling through our deck, making sure we always hit our land drops and getting up to Sandwurm, and then if we hit Drakehaven along the way, that's pretty good too. Buys us a lot of time. Do we want another Seeker, or do we want to reduce? 3 Seekers sort of feels like overkill. Sort of feels like overkill. Instead of Sting Shot, though, maybe we pick up another one. Maybe we just go hard on the cycling theme, even though we don't have tons of stuff that works with it. Okay, I'll take the Companion. Don't really like the Companion, but we'll take it nonetheless. There's that Ancient Crab. That wheel, we knew he was coming back. Can always count Ancient Crab. None of these are good. I don't care about it. I'm going to take a Mountain. He's a Pollen. Sure. It's bad. If we do have a Drakehaven out, it's costs 4 to make a 2/2. Yeah, that card's bad. I guess he draws you a card. Oh, wait. No. Oh. The throws. We could have had a beautiful Mountain. Instead, we have this stupid Bloodlust Inciter. Okay, what do we cut? Stuff. Stuff is what we cut. Definitely never going to take out those Vitalists. Probably not going to play Haze of Ball in main deck. Probably not going to play the Skirmisher either. That's basically a creature. That's a creature. That's a creature. And it's not a creature immediately. It's kind of a creature later. You're good. Like you guys. Alright. Oh, and our secrets. We forgot about them. So you got the Cartouche of Knowledge. Compelling Argument. Like a couple of counter spells. They work well with the Seekers since we can scry on our opponent's turn probably. Or I guess it's not scry, it's a loot, which is actually even a little bit better. So I guess the question is, what are we cutting? So we could go like all in on our cycling theme here. Plan. I think this card's okay with Drakehaven. I think I kind of like it. It's a little bit downside, but it's pretty minimal. And if we have Drakehaven in play, it's pretty good. On the plus, it also adds gives us a chance to draw our better stuff going on. Would you play a 4/2 for 3 in this deck? It is a good blocker, but maybe not actually. Ancient Crab's probably a better blocker for what we're trying to do. That trades for something, but Ancient Crab blocks for days. It kind of trades too. At least it trades for like a combat trick or removal spell or something. Don't want the Sentinels? Sentinels maybe aren't that good. Again, going to the crab argument. This is not how we're winning the game on the ground. We're winning with crabs. Crabs is how we win. So I think we just want bigger butts, bigger defenders. Maybe giant spider's worse than ancient crab by that argument then? Because if we've got that, we probably already got quite a few flyers. The 1/5 I think end up being better than the 2/4 a lot of the time. I don't know. I guess spider keeps my opponent from coming in too. And we're hoping to ramp up to 4. Don't think we're going to play the cultivator. Cultivator just seems so slow and bad. Don't really like Stride Weakness. Could play 1 Sting Shot. Main deck. Maybe. Don't really like the hazes. Just so expensive. Gift seems kind of slow. It does let us get up to our big creatures though. So maybe it's just okay. Let's see. Maybe cuts claw speed. Feels a little bit of a shame. But it doesn't cycle, which is definitely a downside. It is big, like it's pretty good blocker in a lot of cases. I don't know what to cut here. I guess Sting Shot. I guess maybe the cancel. Maybe something like that. We only play 17. I was thinking about doing 18 earlier, but I think 17 actually is probably alright since we're going to be cycling a whole lot. And spinning our wheels a whole lot might be the better term here. They'll be good. Well, we'll see if this deck has any legs at all or if it's just terrible. I guess cancel's good with the Seekers. Kind of the disadvantage of the Seekers is if you're playing non-creature spells and getting value out of them, you kind of want to play the non-creature spell on their turn. And like a fair number of our things just don't work that well on their turn. Maybe we shave down to 1. If you get 1 loot out of this card, it's probably worth it. Like, it's not nuts at that point, but it's probably worth it. Maybe cancel's better than Gale Strike. How often are we going to want to leave cancel up? Counters are pretty good when we've got this many cycling effects. Gale Strike seems pretty solid too, though. Just as another stalling tactic. Yeah, I think Philosophy's biting the dust. He had a good run. He almost made the main deck. I have a soft spot for him. Partially because the art is just fantastic. The art. Alright. Cradle the Accursed. Definitely coming in. And fortunately, I think we need to go a little bit heavier on Forest. Even though there's not much in the deck overall, we want to hit those Naga Vitalists early on. Do we just want to go even? Need double blue for the crabs, although if we hit a Vitalist, it will give us double if we have any islands. I kind of like going even though we have a lot more things. I guess those require blue to cycle. I think I'm going to go even. I really want to hit my Vitalist on turn 2 if we've got it. Having that sit in our hand just feels really bad. Alright. Well, this deck is certainly sweet. I'm going to see how well it works. Faith, though. I have faith. Save, and I will see you all